Good evening, folks. How are y'all doing? I'd like to welcome you all to another edition of the Vaping Sportsman, and I am Chris Brown. I hope you guys are all having a great evening. We've got a great review up for you this evening. We'll be looking at what I consider to be the best single battery squonker on the market right now. It's got so much innovation. It's packed with so much. Oh my God. I'm telling you, this thing is absolutely amazing, folks. You're going to be like, wow, I've got to get one of those. And you ask, what is that? It's this guy right here. And that would be the Revenant TVL Delta Squonk Mod. But it is the Delta Squonk Mod, designed by TVL, and then it was manufactured by Revenant. And it also has a Vaporesso chip in it. So guys, this has a lot going on, has a lot of history, as you could say. It has a TVL. He has his own YouTube channel, if I'm not mistaken, and he's a designer. But, my opinion right now, guys, this is the best single battery squonk mod on the market. It will utilize a 18650, 2700, and a 21700. Personally, here lately, I've been rocking a 2700 because I'm using my 21s in another device, which I'll be having a review coming up on that probably in the next 2 days. But without any further ado, guys, let's go ahead and let's dive down and let's take this down and let's take a look at the Delta Squonk Mod by TVL and Revenant. Alright, folks, when you decide to buy one, I'm not sure what yours is going to come in because I've seen some other boxes from other reviewers, theirs look much different than mine. But I've had mine for quite some time, actually. I've had mine for a long time. I think, some of the viewers probably did theirs a little too quickly. I'll get into that later. But anyway, like I say, mine came in this black box just like this. But it does have all the information on the back of it. It has the, it tells it has the product. What it contains in it. Has the specifications of the mod itself, actually, which is like about 94 millimeters high. It has the specifications of the RDA tank as well, which is 25.5 millimeters. So yeah, this thing will hold a 25 millimeter addy. Also, it has a picture of the mod itself, which I think is pretty awesome. I think they're about the only people that I've seen do that. Look at that. So that tells you the color. And mine is red. Red indicates the stripes and also indicates the color that you'll order. They also make it in gold. They make it in rainbow. And they make a silver one as well. And obviously, I have the red one. And it does have a scratch and sniff. And if we give that a scratch, you'll see it does reveal the number there as well. And when you give it a little smell, whoo, Flounder Del Rey, baby. Wow, it makes me get ready for some seafood. Ow! But hey, I'm not at the coast right now, so back to the mod. But like I say, when you get it, you'll open it up. And your mod will be sitting right here with the RDA attached on it and slot here. And you wonder what that's for? It's for this guy right here. It's going to come with this bottle. And this bottle is for filling it because this has a very unique fill method, which makes this, in my opinion, the most innovative squonk mod on the market today. Now, also in your box, you will get a battery adapter. As you'll say, it does say Vaporesso on it as well. It's got a lot of branding on it, but you know what? I can see why he's proud of it. It's a great device. And you'll also get a peripheral pouch here. So you'll get your T-bar, you'll get some O-rings, and you'll get some extra, you will get a pin if you want to take it off and you don't want to use it as a squonk device. So you can just plug the RDA up as well. And you can change it from 810 to a 510 with this drip tip adapter as well. And it will come with a book, so you guys can take a look at that and you can read through it. It's even got a color picture in there as well. It goes through all your menu selections. It goes through all your menu functions. And guys, keep in mind now, this is a wattage only device. So you guys who want to run your temperature control, you're not going to want this. You're not going to like it. Also, it does come with, I tell you, which is awesome, with one of the best cords that I've gotten from anyone. It's metal on both ends all the way down, but not only that, guys, it's steel braided. Steel braided. Absolutely awesome. Wow. So hopefully hopefully they'll have updates for this mod as well, since it is running the Vaporesso chip. So guys, that is for updating and that is for charging. Somewhat. Keep in mind, it is not safe to fully charge your batteries in your mod at all times. It's better to have an external charger. I've got to say that. I've got to put it in there. I know we're probably all guilty of doing it sometimes, more than what we should. And it does also come with 3 real pretty, which appear to be nichrome coils. Let me see. Let's get these bad boys up so you guys can take a look at them. Take a look at that. That's 2 of them there. The reason I've only got 2 is I've got 1 installed. Now for the star of the show. Here it is, guys. Like I say, it is around, I think it's 94.5 millimeters high. With your Addy, I think you're looking at like total of around, what is it, in the 130s? I believe it is. Like I say, it is primarily made of zinc alloy. It does have some weight to it, but it has a beautiful design. It's nice and round. It has great edges. So for form factor, it gets a pretty good 5. It gets a good solid 5. 5 out of 5, that is. But it's got a great form factor. It fits really nicely in the hand. It's got some weight to it, so you definitely don't want to drop it because you will scuff and ding it up. But I've got a feeling that it should hold up pretty well. It's a really pretty device. Like I say, obviously I've got the red one, so it's red and gunmetal. On this side here, you will see that it has TVL. He is the designer. It also is on the tank as well. And like I say, this is 25 millimeters. Now we will go ahead and take a quick look at that. It did come with an 810 drip tip. It does come with a 510 adapter if you guys would like to use your my 510 drip tips. And the 810 drip tips, pretty much anyone you guys have should fit this. And I like it. I think it looks good. It's really pretty. Also, it has nice knurling around it so that you guys can fix your airflow, folks. So you can cut it down or wide open your airflow. You do have 2 slots, one on either side. So it's a basic Cyclops style. And the tank does sort of bow in somewhat, if you'll notice. It's not a bad looking tank. It is called the Reload. But I won't get into that. I know there's already a tank on the market with that name. But I have nothing to do with it. I'm just here to show you this device right here. And I mean, boys, isn't it a looker? Wow, this is one awesome looking rascal. I tell you right now, boy. This rascal is slick as tits, I'm telling you right now. It is definitely that. Now, you'll say, wow, do I mash from there when I'm holding it? Oh, of course not. Well, one of the things that make this absolutely so innovative, this is how you squonk. This is your squonk button. And no, you do not continue to pump it. This is not a pumper. This is a push to squonk. We'll get into that just a second. Now, like I say, there is nice knurling on the top cap, and it's the 3-piece, so you'll take that off. And then what you do, you have your barrel section, and your barrel section here does have a locking device. So you slide it down, turn it, it locks, slide it back the other way, take it right off. And that will reveal the deck once you do so. And it's stainless steel. And I tell you right now, guys, it's actually pretty well made at that. It's stainless steel, and they've done a really nice job on it. And for heat dissipation, you never have to worry about it getting hot. Plus, you are running a single coil or mesh. Now that is one thing. As you'll look at this deck, you will see it is a clamp style deck. And you know, most people say that, yeah, it is made for mesh, but it does not come with any mesh whatsoever. I showed you exactly what it came with. Here's the peripheral pouch, as you'll notice. It's got your T-bar. It's got your gold plated, which they do not need to be gold plated, China. Let's stop putting gold plated screws in our decks and stop gold plating the decks of the Addies. Thank God you did not do that, because we do know that it can flake off, and we really don't want to vape that. But it does not come with a piece of mesh. I have bought mesh, and I have run mesh in. As a matter of fact, I took a mesh build out just so I could show you guys how to put a single coil build in here. When you cut your coil to put in here, you need to cut it at 6 millimeters. You say, wow, is that too low? Of course not, not at all. As you can see, there's plenty of room from the pin. When I say plenty, as long as I can slide this under there, I know that it will not make contact with it, in which that I can do. Slides right up underneath, and I will not have to worry about it arcing or shutting off. Now, if you'll notice, it has an extremely long squonk pin, because, you know, the juice has got to travel quite a long ways. And there is a hole in the bottom. Now, that is so that it will suck back the extra juice when you push the button to squonk. And as on the button says, it does say push, guys. And that's some issues that people have when they first got it, is they were trying to pump it. It's not a pumper. It's a push button squonk. You'll hold it down. Look at that. Look at that come right out. Ooh. I was trying to lean it over to show it to you. And by the way, guys, you'll never get a leak, honestly. It has a very, very extremely deep juice well. I was just trying to show you guys how it squonked right then. You know, and even my coil's even wet, because it pushes it straight up. So that way, if you are running a piece of mesh, you'll have no problem doing so. And guys, if you want to run mesh in this, it does work extremely well. But what you want to do is, if you have one of these little Coil Master coiling kits, like I'm sure most people do, you'll take a number 4 rod out. And what you want to do is, once you get it out, woo, hear the suction on that thing? Good God Almighty. Well, you always know if you're wearing a rubber, don't you? Guys, you know what I'm talking about. But look here, you'll lay it directly down the center. But what you want to do is, you want to lay this directly down the center. Lay your piece of mesh over the top of it. Let me turn it down just a touch. And then we'll come back. And you just hold it down, though, guys, if you're using mesh. And just screw it in on each side, lines up perfectly. And it works great as a mesh tank, I must say. A lot of people saying that it doesn't have that good a flavor with a single coil. Honestly, it does have good flavor. I think it has better what people realize, but you have to really soak the cotton. You've got to keep it soaked. But anyway, that's a quick look at the tank. Now, let's put the barrel section back on. And here shortly after we take a look at it, we will wick it up, and we will have a vape as well. Now, another feature that makes this mod one of the most well, not one of, but the most innovative squonk on the market is also where your squonk bottle is. If you'll notice, there's not a bottle. This is a squonk reservoir. It holds 6.5 millimeters of juice. I wish it held more, but it doesn't. But that's why it comes with this bottle. Why does it come with that bottle? Because when you fill this puppy chucker right here, guys, if you'll notice, that is a window. That shows you your juice level. Now, it is full, because I've already done this one time. I had to leak my damn video. So I didn't want to pour out all the juice and do it again. But you just stick it straight in, give it a squeeze, boom. Easiest squonk on the market to fill. You never have to get your hands dirty. You never take your bottle out. Unless you just want to clean it, unless you're changing juices. Then of course you might want to do so. And you ask, wow, how do you do that? The door right here on the bottom. Beautifully made. Beautifully designed, if you'll notice. Also has your logos here as well. Seams are absolutely amazing. Somewhat a fingerprint magnet. Is it worth it? Absolutely it is. But the door slides forward. Once it does, now you gotta be careful, guys. If you're doing it for the first time, your battery will come out. Like I say, I am rocking a Samsung 30T in this. Squonk reservoir. There it is. It remains intact. Intact. Give it a little pull down. Like I say, mine's full, so just want to show you how you do it. Now I'll just slide it back. It just snaps into place. And don't worry if you don't even have it in all the way, because once you slide this door up on it, it's going to lock it down, and you slide the door right back. Look, it locks it down. It keeps it in place. Never had this door come open. You can shake it. You can drop it. The door's not going to come open. But guys, don't drop it. You don't want to dent and ding it. But that's about all you'll do. Like I say, it has a beautiful face. It comes with a micro USB. And here's your charging and firmware upgrade port right here. It has a beautiful color screen. And this does have the Omni board. And this is your push button squawk, as we said, and this is where you would fire it from. As you'll see, it is firing, but we do need to put some cotton in it. And when you do fire it on the screen, I was looking for my thing. What you will have here is all your seconds of how long you fired it, of your working volts, the amps as well, and it has a puff counter as well, guys. So you've got your puff counter, you've got your amps. You've got your seconds, and you've got the ohms of the coil that you're rocking as well. Beautiful screen. It goes up to 100 watts as well. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Now, if you want to get to the menu, it's 3 clicks of the center button. 1, 2, 3. There we go, guys. We're in the menu. Then what you do, your first thing up here is your default. Next is your date and time. So you can set your date and time, set your clock as well. That's on the front. Absolutely awesome. Next you have your brightness of your screen. After your brightness of your screen, then you have your puff info. After your puff info, you have your theme. You can change colors. It does have 4 different colors. I throw 5. It's orange. I'll tell you what, guys, let's give it a click on it. Let's see exactly what they are. It has green, blue, yellow, orange, and red. And I am choosing red, as you can tell. Boom. Now, once you go back down past that, you have your screen timeout. You can time your screen out for as long as you like. And we'll give that a timeout. You know, this thing goes down to just a few seconds to like 2 hours, you know, which is way too long. I've got mine on 30 seconds. As you can see, that will time out. Guys, I'll be getting into I will be getting some more video equipment, by the way. I've got it coming real soon. I am getting married, so I'm a little behind on that. Yeah, congratulations to me, guys. That's right. Matter of fact, guys, when you subscribe, you need to like this channel, by the way, guys, so that you can watch more of these videos. You need to like it, subscribe, and then also you want to share it. And go over there and hit that bell down low, guys. There you go. Hit that bell so that way each time I release a video, you guys will be the first to know as well. But yeah, like I say, you know, we'll be getting married. So I can't wait. It's going to be great. So that's why I'm running a little bit behind on my video equipment. So my videos will look much better in the future, in the near future, guys. Back to the menu. Now, like I said, we had the theme as well, which is called, we have your screen timeout. And then we have auto shut off is on and off. You know, it's the Vaporesso chip. So this is the Omni 4.2 board, I think it is, or 4.0. And then you also have super player mode, which means you guys who want to go all the way down to a 0.05, this guy will let you do that. Well, do I suggest you do that? No, of course not. If you know how to properly build and you know how to run that build in this, then absolutely. If not, absolutely not. But guys, this is pretty simple to build on. And for you beginners, who do I think this mod's for? Is it for beginner? Absolutely, because it's not that hard to build on. It's just one single coil. And you know, as long as you're getting a pre-made coil, you should have no trouble whatsoever. But you know what? Go to your local vape shop. Also, watch these videos, and go to your local vape shop and get some and ask someone who may be willing to give you a hand as well at it. But like I say, guys, it never leaks. So the filling method is absolutely amazing. The push button is all you've got to do to squonk it. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, only holds 6.5 mils of juice, but honestly, I don't mind carrying this bottle of juice right here, so I'm getting another what? Oh, probably what? 15 mils of juice, I'd say. So yeah, 6.5 plus that, I've got plenty of juice. Absolutely. Guys, let's go ahead. I'm going to stop this right quick. I'm going to put some cotton in it, and we're going to take a vape, and I'm going to tell you where I got mine, so that way you guys can pick up one for yourselves. Alright, fellas, I know there's a lot to take in. There's a lot to this mod. There's really a lot to go over, and there's really no way to make an extremely short video about this. I'll tell you now. I've already put my build in. Like I say, it came with 3 coils. You saw me put the one in. I used my favorite cotton, as always, cotton threads, cut the little shoelace. You don't have to worry about fluffing. Barely give it a trim because it's really deep well. Now, guys, let's have a vape right quick, and I'll give you my thoughts, which we already know. I think that the mod itself is the best 21700 single battery squonker on the mod today. It is made absolutely immaculate. Man could have charged $150 for it. Why not? There are a lot of Chinese companies who do. Don't say Chinese people can't make high end. You pay $1,000 and more for your phones, don't you? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Now let's have a vape. Woo! Cockle shit, did y'all see that? Damn, what a white that. Oh, wow, I'm back. Ha ha! Look, you couldn't even see me again. I'll tell you what. Guys, that coil, I used one of their coils. I usually use my Ohm Science coils. And when I use that, I usually, normally I will use one of their Clapton coils in it. And if I don't use that, I will use a, what is it, the fused, I think it is. Let me see, the multi-strand. Because it's a short coil. The short coil is sitting directly over it. I've been getting amazing flavor. The reason I've been getting better flavor, I think, than a lot of people are, is I probably run through more juice than most people using this tank. Well, using this setup. Because honestly, guys, if you saw me hit great, okay, that coil I put in here, it's at a 0.22. I'm rocking it at 54 watts, hey, I can turn it down, and honestly, it's probably a little high. So let's put it at 50 watts. But like I say, to get maximum flavor for this, you've got to keep it wet. You really need to keep the coil wet. If you keep it wet, you will get better flavor, much more flavor than what people are saying. Look at that, guys. I'll dip to the side just so you can see, because if not, I don't think the room can handle 3 hits off this thing. I don't even think you'd be able to see me anymore. But like I say, guys, you know what? I'm using one of their coils. It's a good coil. It is. It's great. But I'll be honest with you, the flavor is exponentially multiplied by 10 using an Ohm Science coil. So, guys, you know what? As soon as I get done with this, I'm going to put my Ohm Science coil back in. I'm going to go back to enjoying this, getting a great flavor off of this tank. So if you guys aren't doing that, do like I'm fixing to do. Put an Ohm Science coil in. And you know what? I've kept it real, baby. So if you don't like what I've got to say, and you don't like that it was made in China, tough shit, because I'm sure that more than likely what you're vaping on already is. If you don't like the price tag, don't buy it. If you do, I suggest you run out and you get your one immediately. It'll be the best damn squonker you've ever used. And y'all have a nice evening. The Vapor Sportsman.